Hello guys, this is Fuzzfinger and welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic Generations for the 3DS. Today we're going for Casino Night, which is a level exclusive to the 3DS version of the game. And, well, I say exclusive, obviously it was taken from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 back in the day, but exclusive to Sonic Generations. And I always was one of my favourite Sonic 2 levels, and I actually remember playing Sonic 2 the day it came out. Me and a friend at school, we actually queued up in order to get it. Yeah, we were sad even back in the day. But no, Casino Night was an awesome level, and it was kind of redone in Sonic 3, I think it was, with Carnival Night if I remember correctly, which was actually a different level but very heavily themed on Casino Night. But this is the first time we've had it back in all its glory with the original music and whatnot, and that's the cool thing about Sonic Generations. You do get to go on a nostalgia trip really, whichever version of the game you play. And I always love the theme as well. One of the things that I think is lacking in modern Sonic games is the music. You never really get the catchy tunes that you used to get back on the Mega Drive. All of the mechanics that you found in the original are of course back, including being able to collect a whole load of rings in the slot machine. And I'm just trying to think, that was also in one of the old special stages as well. Possibly in Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic 3. You could collect rings in the slot machine. I can't remember which, to be honest. That is going asking my memory a bit too much. But yeah, these springy things, these were in the original Casino Night. I remember them all too well, along with these big blue blocks. Although there are a few new mechanics, if I remember correctly, on this level that were not in the original Sonic 2, and I'll point those out when we get to them. So, it's kind of a shame you can't have Tails with you really as well, isn't it? That would make the experience all the more complete. That is one of the small letdowns that Sonic Generations has really in both versions of the game, that you cannot control any other character. Which is fine if you want to remember days back to like the original Sonic the Hedgehog where you did only have Sonic. But when a lot of Sonic's history is steeped, especially with Tails and also with Knuckles, and then as you go into the different eras with the newer characters, in the console version you do get to meet and obviously interact with the other characters in the story, but you don't actually get to play as them, which is a little disappointing. But I don't want to complain since Sonic Generations is such a big improvement over past Sonic games of late. Just going to see if I can get into that slot machine. Although it is a little tricky. And like I mentioned, trying to control the 3DS from this angle is a bit problematic. But I don't mind suffering to bring you some viewing pleasure. I'm sure we'll come across another one. You do get them in the modern level as well. And a D, so that's not too good. Hopefully we can improve upon that. Noticed is that it's a heck of a lot harder to get that S rank in the 3DS version of the game as it is in the console version. In the console version it was really easy. All you had to do was get an A rank, which in itself was easy, and as long as you didn't lose any lives on the level then you'd automatically be guaranteed the S rank. That doesn't appear to be the case here though, which is interesting. And we're not quite ready for Mushroom Hill just yet. We still have one more act and then potentially a special stage to go. It was asking how I got the audio recorded as well. I did mention it, I think, didn't I, in the last video, but not to worry. Basically, all I did was connect the headphone jack on the Nintendo 3DS into the line import on the motherboard sound card and recorded at the same time as I recorded with my camcorder. So it was actually quite easy to do, to be honest. Which is surprising, because I've watched a few other Let's Plays with people using the Nintendo 3DS, and they just use their cameras or camcorders or even iPhones to get the sound, which I don't see the point of that, where you can get better sound by actually using your line-in jack. And I'm not a computer whiz, trust me, but it only needs one cable. And a free program, I use Audacity. But I don't want to get too technical anyway. Not for the Let's Play video. You can always ask me if you want more details. So we've got some slightly spiced up music for the modern version. It's a bit more jazzy. Which, I have to say, suits modern Sonic, but it's certainly not a patch, I don't think, on the original theme that we just heard in Act 1. Although, as they say, you can't beat the originals, can you? So, it's a little different to control as well, this modern Sonic in this act. The flippers are a little bit more frustrating since you do have to target them, really. Which is why I'm not apparently going anywhere at the minute. Let's try and get onto that springboard up there. That's better. Now we're moving. Just keep boosting everywhere. That seems to be the best thing to do, doesn't it? Ah, this is a new mechanic. I did say there was some. If you can get Sonic in the blue set, then you get rings or lives or whatever it is you land in. Let's try and get him in another one here. There we go. There you go, look, over 200 rings. Casino Night always was a good level for collecting rings, wasn't it? Let's try and get into one of these things over here as well. Not that one, because it's not a slot machine. Maybe there'll be another one over here. Before we get to the end of the level, and we nearly are there. Ah, there we go. And we're going to get a jackpot by the looks of it. A nice finish for the level. Yay. Ring spam. It'll only be Sonic, but it was always a nice feeling to collect all those rings, wasn't it? It does bring back good memories of Sonic 2. Good memories because I was back in school when Sonic 2 came out, and I kind of underestimated how easy life was back then. And we've got the special stage to go, the second special stage. The first one was quite easy, and we do get the bombs now as well that we have to dodge. And these special stages are called the Emerald Challenge, and that's obviously because you have to chase after the emerald. It's not like most of the other special stages in Sonic games, where the emerald's simply at the end and you have to beat the obstacle course in order to reach it. In this you actually have a time limit, and if you don't collect the emerald in that time limit, then you've lost it. And this is only the second one, of course, but there is still a slight difficulty increase over the first special stage that we did in the last video, since there was no bombs to be found in that whatsoever, I don't think, but here there are quite a few. They're littered all over the place, really, so I am having to do some work to dodge them, especially since it is actually 2 AM here, which is why I'm probably sounding a little bit tired right about now. But hopefully we are getting very close to that KS Emerald. In fact, you can't see it on the bottom screen, but it does show how far you are to it, and we are very close indeed. There it is. Fantastic, all done. What rating do we get for that, I wonder? An A, not bad. Well, next time we're going to the Mushroom Hill Zone, one of my favourite zones from Sonic & Knuckles, so hopefully I'll see you then. Thank you for joining me. I've been Fuzzfinger. I'll see you next time.